bow 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 bow. I don't know why I love doing that part so much. It's like the most epic part of the whole song. Hey there guys, my name is Blake, also known as the Nerd, and welcome back to another episode of Minute 39. I want to thank you guys so much for how supportive you were in the first episode. 21 likes, greatly appreciate it, and also thank you guys for being so generous to my guest, again, Naoki. Thank you so much for doing it. Hopefully we can do it again in the near future. Greatly appreciated. Things have changed since the last time I played this with Naoki. First off, new DLC has been coming out, and I know I'm really late on the train, but I highly recommend purchasing the DLC. Have you not done so already? Or, of course, you can get the Seasonal Pass, which gives you access to both the new DLC, which came out 13 days ago. I'm announcing that really too late, I know. But, you also get access to the other two DLC content, and maybe even more in the future. I don't know. Depends on how popular this is, which I'm not going to like it compared to others, but maybe good enough. Maybe good enough. The songs you get on here, which I'll cover one of them in this episode as well. Again, Shake It, Centurillon, and Adolescene, which all four of them have been in the Mirai DX for the 3DS. And I think two of them have been before that. I want to say the two featuring Miku and Kaito, which is Centurillon and then Adolescene. Or it could be again as well, I don't know. But either way, it's really good stuff, plus you get all the content, you get good accessories, you get really good costumes. Like you get Mii Crystal, you get Miku Emerald. I know I'm going all over all the Miku stuff, but Miku gets like the most treatment in this entire game. Then again, look at the title of the series, the game, and you know who we're talking about. Anyways, I want to do a few more requests this episode, and I know I've gotten specific requests repeated constantly in the comments, so I want to get those out of the way first. Also, what's changed is, if I can show one of these off, I've been working on some perfects. I've gotten perfects with Strobe Knight, Cat Food, and Finder. Finder was easy for me because I played Finder like a lot in Mirai DX, and that just easily carried over, even though it took a few tries. The hardest one was Strobe Knight, which took hours. I can't even count how many tries, despite the fact that it's a 5-star and yet Cat Food. The one that I wanted to work on, by the way, it was part of a request. So whoever suggested that request for Cat Food, thank you so much, you actually helped me that. And that took like days to do. And then when I started immediately playing it again, it only took like maybe a couple hours to do, but then Strobe Nights, or Strobe Lights, actually took way too long. Anyways, enough rambling about personal stuff involving in this game. Let's get on to our first request. This was one of those that was kind of sent a few times, and I apologize for getting to this really late, but I figured you've been posting it enough and you've been waiting long enough, so might as well get your request out of the way first. Punkaboo Senpai sent in Out of Eden on hard with Len and Kaito in these spots, with the white edge on Len with the mini silk hat. I want to make sure I actually did that correctly. And then for Kaito, his holiday without no accessories. I put the sunglasses on there because he's out of Eden. When you're out of Eden, you gotta be fashionable. I also did do some research on the claims and whatnot. And this song is actually one of those that it gets blocked, so I'll have to remember to edit this. Good reminder, future me, to get to editing. If you actually want to help me out and you don't want to submit requests, which you can obviously do requests down in the description below, there'll be a format you can just copy and paste and then just pick whatever song you want. This one, I know gets blocked for sure, so if you want to help me out, if you want to help me out, if you can find a list of all the songs in Future Tone that gets blocked or claimed or whatever. I know there's sort of sites like that do that, but doesn't give out a whole bunch of information. If anyone has information about all of the songs that get blocked and claimed and whatnot, please let me know in the description. If it's a link, I'll be sure to check it to make sure it isn't like malicious or anything like that, because you know how YouTube is, malicious and whatnot. But this doesn't seem too bad for a hard one on 6. I mean, unless it's like really quick. Also, I should turn on my TV a bit. But I'm sorry for delaying it. Let's just move on before I ramble on for even longer than I should. After doing perfect, I feel like I could tackle almost any song on hard and get pretty close. Maybe. I don't know. Depends on how long this is. Jeez, that took forever to load. I don't know why. Oh, Eden is a space place. No. Okay, I'm focusing now. That didn't happen before. Any chances of perfect is out the window. Not that I'm focusing on perfects or any shape form. You know, I'm actually keeping up despite the fact playing this for the first time. That's actually pretty cool. Am I gonna pass this? No way, but... It's pretty cool I'm actually paying attention. As I sing... See if I can make it with the... Oh no, it stopped. Crap. Okay, you know what? I didn't pass it for granted, but I kind of blame it on myself because at the beginning, I'll admit, I wasn't really paying attention to the song itself, like the buttons and whatnot. But for first attempt, I'd say that was pretty okay. You know, looking back at it again, I could have been paying a little bit more attention. I also do like that for most of like the close buttons, you can just do it with one thumb instead of like the control button thing, which I press triangle and it just bring me up to that. That's actually really interesting. I never knew that. But still, I actually had a lot of fun with that one. So, thank you, Pumpkaboo Senpai, for that request. I know, a little bit longer than I anticipated. Oh, jeez. Ah! I made that mistake the last episode. Where I don't press down, but instead I hit retry. And I'm thinking, no, that's going to take me out. But, no, that doesn't. So, again, thank you for that request. Apologies if I didn't really clear it. I got pretty close, though, so I'll give myself that. I'll give myself a I'll do it on normal, just because. With Hatsune Miku using the Angel module with the Snow Miku 2016 head, I decided to take off the accessory because it looks so cute on it. Like, holy, you guys, like, just look at this. I can show you guys, like, this complements it so well. And the angel thing has, like, angel wings in it. Played it yet, so I won't talk about it that much long. We'll see how the wind takes us with this one and see whether I do good or not. Or depending on, you know, whether we start now or if I can talk a little bit. Oh, that's cute. Or not cute. Looks sad. 49,000 yen for what? Okay, I got one safe so far. Some of the roads are doing pretty well. That was my fault that time. I like how when I'm paying attention to the notes, I actually do well, but when I'm like off guard, I can mess up. No, the music videos is distracting me! Shoot! No! Okay, look at the notes, not the video itself. What the heck? I even looked at notes and I missed that one somehow. Wow. Okay. You know, I messed up way more times than I should have. The music video isn't anything to blame for. Personally, that's my fault for paying less attention than I'd like to. 10 saves. I mean, it isn't really that bad. 5 bads and 4 worse. Combine those. You know, I'm happy that I got a grade, don't get me wrong, but I really wish I would have paid a little bit more attention. Just a tiny bit. I felt like the music video sometimes was kind of distracting me, and that's personally my fault. Nothing wrong with the video. The video's really cute. But I feel like I was distracted by it at some points instead of focusing on notes. And when I focus on the notes, I, like, focus exactly on one note after another. Just like how you're intended to play it, apparently. Well, not apparently. Trust me, I would know that. But thank you, Tirokar Forest. Actually, the phone name. A nod job of Tirokar Forest. Again, why do I keep doing that? That's a trend going on. I don't know why. Maybe next time we'll do it on the 6.5 or try to perfect the normal before going to hard. This doesn't seem like it's that bad, actually. But thank you for your request, and let us move on to the next one. Okay, next one I actually did on the episode of For the First Time, where I actually played this for the first time before recording the 8th episode of Minute 39. So if you want to check that out, there'll be a card on the top right corner. You can check that out at any time. That's actually the most popular episode compared to the others, which do crap. That one got, like, that skyrocketed real quick. I want to thank you guys for that. But our next one is Decorator on hard using only Len and Kaito. Oh crap. I have to shift. Forgot to change this, but I'll go ahead and quickly go through all of these. So in Miku's place is Kaito with the white blazer and the Rei no Sakura without the hat, the white one. Then we have Deep Blue Fox. This is White Edge, right? White Edge, that makes a return. You know what? No, I'm gonna put the hat back on. He needs that hat. He really needs that hat. Where is it? There we go. Beautiful. So there's that, and then we have. This is White Angel, right? Eraser. That's it is, and then we have Stylish Energy, and then what the heck is this one? Stylish Energy. Jeez, how do I not recognize this? And I did put only one accessory with the exception of this one because this is a return, and this one has none. That's actually really kind of blending. You know, we got an angel, we got an Olympian, and then we got a person who's been working out so much that he's sweating. And then we got Captain, oh Captain, my Captain without the hat. I think honestly it looks pretty good with the hat, but it's not my request to put on the hat, it was someone else's, so I'm gonna respect that request and then not put on the hat as much as I'd like to have the hat on. This is a 5.5, so maybe we'll do better on this one than we did with the last one. Not that I'm complaining that grade is terrible for a beginner at that song, but maybe we'll do better. Besides, I actually did play this before, so we're in some slight advantage. And 5.5, I'll turn it on just in case it gets like any more difficult. I don't think it will be though, but you may never know. And of course, this is a KC song. I'm going to love a lot of KC songs. I really have. I think he's like one of the better people. He's like one of my top favorite Miku artists of all time. It's weird. He doesn't even do just Miku stuff. Or they. I think it's a group. Something like that. I don't know. But I love this song. I'm going to go ahead and turn it up here. About to say, I gotta get perfect, but then of course I messed up with the wrong buttons. Oh, freaking. I had the right idea that just like... Oh my gosh! Just... Oh! How did I miss that? I seriously don't know how I missed that. Oh, Lord. There we go, got it. Oh, that's cute. I actually like that. Okay. I'm content with 81.78%. On hard, it's actually really a really nice accomplishment. And a good sign I should practice a little bit more so I can get another perfect. So whoever requested that, which was Ace. Why can't I keep pronouncing the H before the S. SH Productions. You ever give me a song I might want to perfect at some point? I've already gotten 3 though. I'm still working on Yellow for the perfect, so that'll be added to the list of songs on hard that I perfect. So thank you, SH Productions, for your request and a really long setup of a feature, but that was actually really fun. I actually enjoyed that. Thank you again, and let's move on to the next one. Oh crap, what up? Here comes Fernanda El Pelon. Sorry, I'll never use that meme ever again. I know it's old and needs to be thrown away in the trash, and it's now in the trash. Freely Tomorrow was requested from him on hard using Teto, using the Katsune Teto original module with the swimsuit head. And I did not change that. I need to do that. There we go. I always keep forgetting to do that. Alright, so I actually like this. I decided to include the Angel Wings, but because I figured it actually blended in pretty well, especially with what we're singing on today, and the fly looks really cute. So I'm glad you suggested the swimsuit head. Actually, looks really cute. I've completed this, and it's on a C. I want to see if I can improve on that, because I think there's like clustered notes that I still need to work on. Maybe. Well, I don't maybe want to work on them. I do want to work on them, but maybe we might be able to do better, is what I meant to say. It is an AGM song, so I imagine might do pretty well. This is also part of the medley in Diva X. How is that a safe? You serious? Okay, that one I understand why it was a safe, but come on. They're pretty good. Okay, aside from a few that was the game's fault, which on the saves and the misses and whatnot, there was also some that was my fault. 10 worst misses and almosts. And 10 saves. Gee, I wonder which ones were part of the game's fault. At least half of those were my fault. Game. But I pushed the buttons right. I don't need to emphasize the pushing anymore. But nonetheless, we actually improved, or I rather actually improved, on my difficulty, so that's nice. Before, I just got a C. This one's a G, so it's an even I just learned from one song, and I go back to not even learning anything. Isn't that nice? Anyway, so thank you, Fernando, for that request. And as usual, let's move on to the next one. Alright, our next request comes to us from Litzen12, who, first off, thank you so much for watching that collab episode. I truly appreciate it. In fact, I truly appreciate anyone who watched that collab episode. That was really fun to do. She requested Tricolore Airline on hard with all 3 of the characters being Kaito, and Lucas Vocals having the pumpkin head. But I figured if one's gonna have the pumpkin head, all 3 of them should have it. I went with the Kaito original because it kind of looks more like a flight attendant more than the version 3 one. So that's my particular outfit, and this is what the Pumpkin Squad does. When it's not Halloween, they're flight attendants of Halloween Town. I like to imagine. Okay, 6-star, it doesn't seem that bad, but just in case, I'm going to turn on no fail mode and hope for the best. I don't know if this one is blocked or not. You guys will find out if it's pitched up or not, or if the pitch has changed, you'll probably know, but if there's no pitch changes, then probably it isn't blocked, whether it claims or something like that, I don't know. But either way, the Pumpkin Squad is going to entertain us, and it wasn't even Halloween or 2016. That's interesting, to say the least. Here we go. Look at how fast this goes! Wait, I got that game! Oh, I press... Got that one. Wait, I keep pressing square X instead of X circle. Great, I'm messing up a lot because of the Pumpkin Squad. I missed that? I'm happy that I passed that. Yeesh! The Pumpkin Squad, even though it isn't Halloween, somehow manages to still mess me up. Their superpowers are still strong, even though it's not Halloween. That was awful. For me, that was awful. 12 bats, 27 saves, 14 misses. That's because I accidentally pushed X square instead of X circle. Apparently I don't know my button differences. I'll need to work on I still need to work on that, apparently. I don't even know. Also, why isn't Mako in the song? Like, even in Mirai DX, it was only Miko... Miko? What am I thinking? Disney? Miku, Rin, and Luca. I guess they didn't have time to program Mako in the 3DS version? And I'm surprised they didn't include Mako in this version? I understand they're trying to get with the original, but still, even I would have done that. That's just me personally. But thank you, Litson12, and let's move on to our next request. Wait, did I not pass that? What? I guess I didn't count as a clear then? Well, that sucks. Oh boy! Extreme, it's been a while, my friend. Rio the Awesome submitted Here Comes Mr. Umbrella on Extreme with Len using the Indigo Fox module. We had to use the Trickster... Where? Why? I just did that perfectly in the last song now. He wanted us to use the Trickster hair, but use the Demon accessories. Or related Demon accessories. We got the Devil Wings, we got the Demon Horns, we got... What is the name of this mask? No mask. I guess you could say there's no way he's not horny. Oh, I hope that pod makes up for every single thing wrong that's gonna happen with this. It's Extreme. I didn't do that well. I mean, 70%, that's not bad, but I imagine I'm not gonna even pass this one. Nonetheless, at 7, maybe I might have a stroke of luck. At this point, we're relying on luck, but maybe we might do it. I don't know. Might want to turn up the volume though, just in case. There we go. Oh! Somehow I got that one, even though I wasn't really paying attention. I mean, so far I'm actually doing good for Extreme. I did it! I actually got it! I'm so proud of myself! That went really bad! Okay! Yeesh! Jeez! Wow, okay, for a second there, I actually did pretty well! And then all of a sudden, because I wasn't paying attention and started messing up notes, the ending was all my fault! Okay, it's not the game's fault. I'm openly admitting that's my fault. Now granted, I should have practiced this one out of all of them. And granted, yes, I'm proud of myself for what I've accomplished with this, but still. I can't believe it went horrible, like, quick. Granted, it's still good. And I got 10 points, so that's nice. Maybe at some point I'll redo that one in the future, but for now, I'm disappointed with how that ended. I really am, and I'm so sorry, Rio. I really am. Oh gosh. I know I should feel bad, and you guys are like really, really nice and all that, but I just feel bad. Ugh. Anyways, final request isn't really mentioned, but I figured I'd do the DLC anyways, so meet you guys with that DLC. In celebration of the new DLC, which again I'm 13 days late, I know, I'm gonna do Shake It. No, actually one particular reason. Go! This is going out to one of my best friends who is currently, at the time of recording this, 6 months pregnant with a new child. So in honor of this, I'm wishing her the best of luck with her new future, with one of the songs that I actually blasted in her car and she actually enjoyed it. Little did she know that it was actually a Vocaloid song. I think I accomplished something in life. But it is, again, dedicated to my best friend. Congratulations on your child, and may you actually do well, and maybe someday I'll pass this on to your child, and maybe he'll get a kick out of it. It's actually a boy. Anyways, dedicated to you, my friend. I'll actually spoil the first name, Tanya. Tanya, this is for you. The same modules. Luckily you don't know modules about that. But hopefully you remember this when playing in the car, and hopefully maybe one day I'll either pass it down to your kid or you'll do it for me. I don't know. Either way, let's move on to the song. I don't know why I was doing my hand there. You guys can't even see it. I don't know why I keep doing that. This takes me back. I remember actually sucking at this song in Mirai DX, but then again, that's a completely different mechanic. This is entirely different. It makes the song a little bit easier than the ones in Mirai DX. So I just wanted to point that out. Noticeable difference. So far so good. I've only missed like 2, maybe 3 notes. Way better than the last song for sure. I hate to bring it up, but just want to make comparisons. Wow. Sad I had to end off on a bad, of all things, thanks game. But that was actually a nice improvement over what I did the last time, and it got me an excellent. Alright, I have to say, out of all of them, I'm proud of this one because that's major improvement, and for a friend, is so nice. Oh, by the way, to Future Child, I actually don't know the name of it at this point. Please comment the name down below if you happen to be watching this. If you decide on the name, and if you're still on YouTube, I don't know. I know her personally, so I'll actually be able to find out the name, probably post on screen. I don't know. Depends on. I know her show's in March, so I might have to use like an annotation or something. Probably not, because I'll be using the end video slate anyways. I'll just have to comment to you guys with the timestamp, let you guys know what the name is and whatnot. For a friend, it's really nice. Glad I was able to experience this, and I'm glad I was able to dedicate this, and most importantly, I'm glad that I was able to make improvements on the DLC song. And I'm glad it actually was a lot easier than it was on the 3DS. So many things I'm glad of. And speaking of which, I'm so glad that you guys decided to watch this episode of Minute 39, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any requests you want to submit, then check the description for the format, and be sure to copy and paste it, or feel free to copy and paste it, with any song recommendations, whether from Future Tone or Diva X. With all that being said though, my name is Blake, also known as The Nerd, and I'm signing off. Stay kawaii!